What's up, guys? GamermaximusXI back here with another video. We are back with another video, but guys, today isn't an ordinary video. Today is a video I thought I would never be making, so yeah, it's off topic of what I've been usually doing gameplay walkthroughs, but I'm really excited to announce that the game of topic that I chose is actually Nah, but for real, what's up, guys? GamermaximusXI back here with another video. This isn't my normal discussion video. This is actually my very first discussion video. And no, it's not about Fortnite. It's actually about Uncharted. Now, the last time I played Uncharted was when we did a crushing walkthrough about a month ago. And I'm not gonna lie, that was very challenging, but I'm not here to really talk about my walkthroughs. I'm actually here to talk about a new Uncharted, or at least new ideas for it. So, I'm going to get into information that I found and saw, and what I truly think of what could actually possibly happen in the near future if we would ever get a new Uncharted or a new IP. But it's not, like, it's not something I would not really be surprised by, but in a way it would be, but let's get into the details. So for starters, if you guys did not know, yesterday actually marked the 5-year anniversary of Uncharted 4. Which, it's like, wow, you've played the game so much yet you didn't know, like, wow, it's been 5 years. Now, the reason why I am thinking of this is because since yesterday was marked the 5-year anniversary of Uncharted 4, got me curious, thinking, oh, will we see another Uncharted game? Because the last Uncharted game was Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. Now, another thing to note is that Naughty Dog also teamed up with Prime 1 Studio on Instagram. And underneath that post they put, we hope to share some more information pretty much with you guys soon. And another note to that is that a bunch of people, which still to this day, it's kind of hard to find their channels, but a lot of people are teasing Uncharted 5 as, you know, fake teaser trailers. But it's not necessarily real, and it could not possibly happen, but Naughty Dog could have probably already started on their game that they were working in the near future. Could be Last of Us Part 3, which I highly doubt because that's years to come since Part 2 was released last year, but there's still a huge chance of that possibly happening. Another thing to note is that the Uncharted movie, you guys know the Uncharted movie is coming in 2022 of February, I am pretty sure. And another thing to note is that Naughty Dog could already be working on the next game, and they probably gotten so much progress already that they're ready to announce what's next soon. And could possibly be the next Uncharted game, considering the Uncharted movie is in development still, which it's still a possibility of the game coming out, and it could be a possibility of that not being real. Now, most people believe that Uncharted 4 was the last game that concluded Nathan Drake, which I can reason with, considering how Uncharted 4's ending was. It was the ending to 4 amazing chapters of Nathan Drake's story, and it ended in a way where the developers could say, we will end your journey in the most amazing way possible, pretty much. The other possibility, which I can actually tell you guys in my eyes, I highly doubt considering how long it's been. Other people say, ooh, maybe there could be a DLC. Now, a lot of people actually don't know this, but if you guys had realized when they announced Uncharted: The Lost Legacy, that ended up turning into its full, like, standalone game. Now, what most people don't know is that before that actually happened, Uncharted: The Lost Legacy wasn't going to be its own game. It was supposed to be an add-on / continuation of Uncharted 4's story. Considering of how short the game was, it consisted of 9 chapters. In the game itself, the chances being that there would be a DLC, the reason why I actually highly doubt that is because there's no necessarily possible, well, necessarily any possible way there could be a DLC if technically the Lost Legacy, if you consider it in your own eyes, it's technically a DLC itself that it turned into its own game. The next thought of mine states that also other people also think is that what are the chances of you not playing Nathan Drake and playing as another side character, such as Sam or Nathan's daughter? Now, considering that it was sort of a wrap-up of Nathan Drake's story, most people will believe that that's the end, it just should stop there, but others think because of how Uncharted 4 ended, if you go back a chapter, Sam and Sully, they wanted to go in their own little adventure. But it's still a possibility that it doesn't have to be Nathan Drake in the next game. It could be a side character or a character that has probably changed the gaming experience inside of the game. That's like, oh my gosh, I wish I could play this character. Or that character, this or the other. But if you really think about it, that actually would be a cool idea, considering that if you played Sam, you could even play Sully. That'd be insane. Or Naughty Dog could also think about making a DLC, well, not a DLC, but the game of Nathan Drake's previous life, of how Uncharted 3 had a flashback now. We're going to Uncharted 3 now. So, with Uncharted 3, after the previous fights that you have, Nathan Drake has a flashback of when he was around 15 years old, and it was just him. And if you guys seen Uncharted 4, he had a brother, Sam. Now, possibly, there's still a chance that he was already just someone who was still in his life, but they kept hidden away before the events of when they went to prison together. Which, what I'm trying to state is that Nathan, even though he lived technically in a way by himself, that people think, he wasn't technically alone, but in a way they would state a journey of them, of where they got all the way up to the prison. Could be a DLC, could be a short story of just them, but like, pretty much what I'm trying to say is their own game as just brothers, those two, but like a story of just what happens throughout that whole entire game, not just as a flashback, as an entire game, just as young Nathan and young Sam. Overall, my final statement of this is that I still believe, and you don't have to agree with me, but I believe that there is going to be a new Uncharted game. I believe it's probably not going to be soon, but at least knowing the fact that you think it's going to come soon, that's the main part that I would really care for. But other than that, that's really all I really wanted to talk about. This was my very first discussion video. If you guys all the way made it to the end, I really appreciated that, and you guys win an award of being a potato. But yeah, that's the ending of my discussion video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and comment down below if you want me to make another one. Until then, I will see you guys in the next one.